Welcome to the HORRORFEST.
Hello.
In addition to our film festival, which happens annually, this year we had our 17th one in 2021, we also do this little channel where we do movie reviews, series, anything horror related, do some filmmaker interviews. We're starting to do more book reviews and author readings from their original works.
Talk a lot of crap.
That's what the world is, eh? It's crap talking. Some people just call it a podcast when they talk crap. But we talk crap on YouTube for this because we like movies, we like horror movies, and we've been doing this for a while. So here we are.
Yes.
Like, subscribe all of our videos if you want to.
And check out our earlier videos as well.
Yeah, we've got lots of playlists with interesting stuff. You might enjoy them. But today we're doing Halloween Kills.
Yay!
John Carpenter made Halloween in the late 70s, and since then there have been sequels, Rob Zombie remakes.
That's right.
And then a couple of years back, Blumhouse did this reboot. Well, not really reboot, it's a continuation from the original.
Which was a nice movie.
The first Blumhouse one. Yeah. Laurie Strode, she's become a recluse and she's got a kid and a grandkid.
That's right.
And Michael Myers still haunts her while he was stuck in a nut house. But now in this second of the trilogy, which Blumhouse is making, does it take a different turn? Or does it go where everyone expected it to go?
I think it takes a little bit of a different turn. It does what it does. What happens in Halloween movies happens, but I think you get some more insight in this movie, and that's why I enjoyed it.
Because it picks up immediately after the first Blumhouse.
Literally, they're literally in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, and she's watching
on the back of a truck.
Oh, sorry, on the back of a truck.
And then the house is burning down with Michael in the basement, and they see the fire trucks.
Yes, and she's very upset because now obviously she doesn't want that fire to be put out.
Yeah. But now what happened with this movie was, it was just when it released, everyone online, it was just everyone's theories and everyone's opinions flying all over the place. It was just, some people say, yeah, it's great. Actually, it seemed like it was, at first, it was very skewed in the favor of people saying it was crap. But to me, seeing that it's three movies, it felt like the second one of three movies.
Yes, absolutely. It's concise. It did feel like the second of a trilogy.
And you need this chapter, and it's not necessarily the best.
Yes.
It's not as good as the previous one.
I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was great. I loved they sort of lots of cutbacks to the 70s.
Yeah.
And
they filled in some gaps.
Wow, that was shot. It was seamless.
And
you almost had to like double take.
I was very interested. I didn't look into what they did with Donald Pleasance, if they CGI'd someone to look exactly like him. But when it was I heard the voice, I was like, this guy's. It's not a perfect Donald Pleasance voice, but it was close enough.
It was close enough.
But then when you saw him, it was like, yes, it was him.
Look, I mean, if you're a fan of...
Sorry, that's Dr. Loomis.
Yes, that's right.
Played by Donald Pleasance.
If you're a fan of the franchise, you're going to love it. You are going to love it. It's
sort of the ultimate slasher movie franchise, besides Friday the 13th. It's those two. And people have been waiting for these, but then, it's super fans who just love the original. Well, the first one and the second one. That's also what this movie did, was it had lots of people go back to the second one, and the third one, The Season of the Witch, which has nothing to do with Michael Myers, which is the Silver Shamrock Company with the masks. Because in the trailer, that was the thing, when the trailer came out,
they incorporated. Yeah.
In the trailer, for this extended trailer, they incorporated these. It was a skull mask, a pumpkin mask, and a witch mask. People spotted these in the trailer, and sort of the little Silver Shamrock badge on the back. So they were everyone's like suspicious now. What are they going to tie these up when it goes into the third one? But I think it was very cool. it could just be a homage for fans, like sort of Easter eggs to see if people are paying attention, because everything always gets analyzed to shits. And you know, to me, it's like I just want to watch and enjoy the movie. The first trailer was brilliant because it was just where they leave and they freak out when they see the firemen going
brilliant.
to
That was the best teaser.
It's like 30 seconds,
ever.
perfect. And then they came out with this trailer that just showed everything.
It pretty much gave a lot away of the movie, unfortunately.
So actually quite graphic for a trailer as well. It was showing lots of kills.
I like the fact that there was an not an explanation, but they start sort of delving into the fact that how does this guy come back and come back and come back? And there's some interesting thoughts in the movie on this.
And
so
obviously everyone watching it, all these theories flying around as well.
Makes it
which I haven't bothered.
Interesting.
I haven't bothered. I'll leave it up to Danny McBride, one of the writers, comedian initially. That's also lots of people also raised their eyebrows when they saw that. And David Gordon Green, the director of all three of these Halloween movies. He did Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride, who co-wrote it as well. And initially when I saw it as well, with the first Blumhouse reboot, all these new Halloween movies. So Danny McBride, that comedian with a curly mullet, you know, I mean, he's obviously also, I'm assuming, is a big fan of the movies, and it's just interesting how they landed with these guys to take this. Some people find it like a very sacred thing to sort of tamper with it. Although the Rob Zombie ones, I didn't enjoy them so much.
I don't rate them.
And then you have people who love those and they don't like these ones.
I think it's a very in a very acquired taste.
Yeah.
Those the Rob Zombie ones. Look, I mean, I love Rob Zombie, make no mistake.
Yeah.
Love his music. Not crazy about his movies.
Yeah, he's got his very specific thing.
Yes.
And that's, you have to like that or not. He's got his very specific flavor and brand that he injects
which
in his movies.
Which I can't stand. Yes. It's annoying.
I can handle it. It just, for Halloween wise, it wasn't, when I saw those first two remakes, I didn't enjoy it as much. Mainly because we really loved the original ones.
Yes.
But these Blumhouse,
they're good. And I love the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis is still so incredibly fabulous in them.
I'm coming for you, Michael.
And we also gave a Hall of Fame award.
Yes.
Inducted her to the South African HORRORFEST Hall of Fame because we screened Halloween Kills at the HORRORFEST, and each year we include a couple of people from movies that we screen at the festival.
We also inducted Mick Garris.
Yes. Watch the awards ceremony link up there for this year's festival. Some very cool movies that we screened. But Halloween. They also brought back quite a few of the original
yes,
actors.
which was amazing.
Besides Jamie Lee Curtis, like the little kid.
The little girl that was being babysat
Yeah.
by Jamie Lee Curtis, Kyle Richards.
She ended up being, that's why when I saw the trailer, I thought she looked familiar.
Familiar,
I don't
yes.
watch these housewife shows, but she's in the, what's it, the Beverly Hills Housewives.
Yes.
She's actually been on there for I don't know how long.
Yes.
And yeah, so she was a kid when they made the first Halloween, and they bring her back as the same character, which is so cool.
And she was brilliant. I enjoyed her.
She was
I enjoyed
good.
her. She can act.
Yeah.
Yes. She does herself a disservice being in that housewife.
You know,
crap.
what do you do? Anthony Michael Hall is also in this one.
Yes.
Sort of one of the kids that grew up with this dark cloud of Michael Myers hanging over Haddonfield.
Town, yes.
And then
and they sort of truly like make this big deal every Halloween for the survivors, the people that survived Michael.
But now what happens is word gets out that Michael Myers is not dead and he's still there, and they sort of start up a posse to kind of put an end to this once and for all. And throughout, you know, there are these very, very frustrating moments that I keep thinking, did they write that especially so that the audience would swear and really, you know, I'm not going to give away any of the scenes, but you
no.
know, it's just
I know
like,
exactly
I mean,
the
come
scene
on.
you're referring
like
to.
Specifically, like with a gun, where it's just, come on, really. But Michael just chops everyone, whacks them, stabs them, pokes them.
He's fabulous as
And
always.
fabulous. That's I don't
No,
like him.
fabulous for what he
He's a
is.
fucker. He's a
bastard.
I remember when the second trailer, when you watched it, we should have shot a reaction video of that. Because when the fireman came out, here Michael comes and he stabs this fireman. Sonja, denier. In Afrikaans, that's the fucker. That was so funny. But yeah, no, he's a fucking piece of work. He's a I'm not a slasher fan that sort of roots for him.
No.
I want people to fucking sort him out now once and for all.
What is cool about the
He's
character?
a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that's a no-brainer. But what is cool about the character is he is still exactly the same. The mannerism, the tilting of the head.
Yeah.
All of those things, they were careful to make sure that he was still...
And also, now, if he was about 20 in 1978, then, you know, he's now in his 60s. Although there's also just a side track, we will probably review this as well, on the movies that made us on Netflix, that had stuff like Back to the Future, Die Hard, all kinds of stuff. But they added Halloween, Friday the 13th, Aliens, another one. But yeah, very interesting to watch that. They interview the original guy who was Michael Myers in the very first one, and a lot of the cast and crew and people who worked on it, producers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting thing to check out details on the very, very first Halloween.
I think I know the sort of the general comment is that this movie wasn't all that strong, but of all the ones, I really enjoyed this one. I don't know if it was just because
You're talking about all of them.
the entire. Well, I mean, it doesn't fall flat against the entire franchise. Maybe it was just because we watched it on Halloween night and it was in a theater and it was with like-minded people and it was just a nice. This is what you're supposed to do on Halloween, is you need to go watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
And be scared with a bunch of people. And it was enjoyable. I think it was probably more the experience was enjoyable, and therefore I liked the movie. Yes.
And you know, it's a character that you grew up with, although he's a bastard.
Yeah.
But no, you know, he's crazy. I don't know if he's possessed. There's something wrong with him, especially if he gets shot and stabbed so many times.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
years.
saying. That there's a new school of thought that is developing in this, which I think is clever. They should have done that a while ago already.
Yeah, but I can't even remember any of from Halloween 4, 5, 6 onwards. I remember the H2O, that one where Jamie Lee Curtis came back again, and there were some very, very hit and miss attempts at cashing in again. But I think this will probably put an end to it now with the Blumhouse ones. Unless it gets turned into a TV series,
Oh, that'd be a shame.
like a lot of things happened, like The Exorcist, which we will be reviewing as well, so we don't want to say anything about that. But apparently, I think also David Gordon Green, I heard or read that he will also be taking on an Exorcist trilogy.
Okay.
Blumhouse Exorcist trilogy.
Yes.
And they say it's kind of a sequel, not a remake.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting, but not holding my breath yet.
No, those type of movies work as a movie. It's just been proven.
Yeah, it's legendary movies that broke the barriers, broke the boundaries, and you know. But then, if a popular thing is popular, it gets milked and milked and milked. I mean, those Nightmare on Elm Street movies. First one was cool, third one was cool, then it just sort of.
My thing is, I just love seeing Freddy. So
Yeah, although you shut yourself when you were a kid.
yeah,
You love to be scared
yeah.
by Freddy.
But I mean, now I get his tongue-in-cheekness.
Yeah. You know what? I haven't even thought what to score this. You know, we didn't really dive too deep into this movie now because like I said, when it got released, it was just so many people had so much to say about it.
So many opinions.
That
yes.
Yep, the water is so murky, and all we can say is, well, all I can say is, you can follow up if you agree or not. It's a worthy revisitation of a classic character.
Yes, definitely.
The third one will now be the clincher. So you need to see the second one if you watch the first one. Otherwise, if you're not interested, then obviously not going to bother to watch the third one. But you need to see where this now goes, what the
Yes.
conclusion is. It's, you know, it's got suspense, it's got violence, it's got action, it's got screaming.
It actually felt like the first and the second one was one big shoot. It feels like they continued straight on from the first one into the second
Yeah,
one.
they did that well.
Yes.
And the flashbacks were cool, just filling in some
Brilliant.
gaps of stuff that we didn't see in the
Absolutely
first ones.
Brilliant, yeah.
And also, you know, the second one, Laurie is pretty much in hospital most of the time, and the same with this second chapter. So that's what people are thinking. Now, will the third chapter now bring in the silver shamrock thing with the masks and
yeah, maybe that's what they hinted
some
at.
supernatural stuff? We'll see. But if you like slasher movies, it's one that you have to see, because there are lots of cheap crap ones out there.
Oh yeah, no, if
the
you're
ideas are just running dry.
if you're gonna watch a slasher movie, definitely Halloween, because you know what, he doesn't just kill girls. That's the thing that I appreciate.
And that's one thing that, actually, now that you mentioned that, there was a gay couple living in the
Yes.
old house where Michael Myers grew up.
It was very politically correct. He killed white people, he killed gay people, he killed straight people,
now-
he killed
but
African
now-
American people.
But you know, now people said, oh, Michael Myers is homophobic. No, he's an equal opportunity
Yes.
psycho. He kills absolutely everyone.
You can, yeah.
And I think they did that deliberately.
Definitely.
Because I think it's also a case, I don't know if they want to make you dislike him as much as possible. Because everyone loves Laurie and roots for her, although in this one she takes a bit of a
I
backseat.
do think that they tried to make this film accessible for everyone.
No, it's too violent for everyone.
No. If you're a horror fan
Okay.
and you're a gay person, at least there's like you're being represented.
Yeah, I mean, gay people love horror movies as well. and
Exactly.
everyone loves
I
all
think
kinds of
everyone
movies.
should be equally represented.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so people were complaining about that, so it's just
no,
bizarre.
please.
It's bizarre.
People must get over themselves.
But I enjoyed it to a point. I didn't love it. I thought it was good enough. I felt, like I said, it felt like a second chapter that now is a bridge to go to the conclusion. So it's a necessary movie, but to me it was very much a 6. I don't know what you scored.
No,
it.
I scored it a 7.
Okay. So then an average 6.5. We haven't reviewed the first Blumhouse version. So when we do, I think my score will definitely be higher for that than for this one. And yours?
Probably the same or higher.
Is it? Okay. But if we get to that, we'll post it here and you can check it out. Just remember to subscribe if you haven't, because there's just so much to watch and so much popping up that, you know, if you like what we do, then just hit subscribe on the notification button so we can notify you when something's coming up.
Yes, and give us suggestions of what
And
you would
obviously,
like to hear being.
And tell us what you thought of this movie, if you loved it, hated it.
It's nice to get your responses, and even if you dislike something we liked or like something we disliked,
No,
it's
that's
interesting
fine.
to know. Yes.
We don't mind it if you tell us it was crap or good, or when we thought it was crap and you think it's good. Different strokes and different folks. But we will get back to more of these every week. The Horror Fest had a bit of a lull because we were so busy with the film festival. But now we'll be back with weekly uploads plus extra stuff, but definitely reviews on Fridays, and then throughout the week some surprises popping up whenever we have something happening. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Watch some more, and we'll see you later.
Cheers.